one thing's for sure, I'm bringing out the cheap champagne. Raise the glass and celebrate us being done. 'Cause love.
Hi, it's me, Shay. If you clicked on this video, then chances are you're just starting your fitness journey, or you're looking for information on how to track your calories and you're not sure where to start. So there is so many calorie tracking apps out there, but I currently use myfitnesspal and it's been requested that I do a tutorial for beginners, so here it is. So let's start with the basics. What is a calorie? Simply put, it's a unit of measurement for energy. So the foods we eat have low calorie and high calorie. So these foods will either give you more energy or less energy for you to function throughout the day. So a quick Google search will show you that the recommended daily caloric intake for women is 2,000 calories a day, and for men it's 2,500 calories a day. So in order to lose weight, you need to be in something called a caloric deficit. This means that you need to eat less calories than you burn throughout the day. To gain weight, you need to be in a caloric surplus, and you need to be eating more than you burn throughout the day. So calculating this deficit or surplus and how much you should be eating can be done by your personal trainer like mine, or you can find apps online that can help you calculate this by using your body weight, age, and height. Macro is short for macronutrients, which is the 3 nutrients that provide your body with energy. So there's protein, carbohydrates, and fat. So these 3 things contribute to your total caloric intake for the day. Your body needs all 3 of these to be healthy and productive. So now that we've got all the scientific stuff out of the way, let's get into the fun stuff. So MyFitnessPal is an app on your phone, but it can also be accessed on your computer like I am doing now. So I'll be showing you how to use the app on both your phone and on your laptop. So let's start off with your fitness profile. So this is where you're going to be inputting all your data so the app can calculate if you're on track or not. So you'll be putting in your starting weight, your age, your height. So it will ask you also to describe your normal daily activities, so how many times a week you plan on exercising. All these things will help contribute to your goals. So once we're done with that, we're going to go into your fitness goals. So on the free version, it doesn't let you put in custom daily macro goals, so you're going to have to do percentages instead of an exact number. My current macros sit at 1,430 calories per day, 112 grams of protein, 147 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of fat. But on the free version of the app, it only lets me put in macros in as 125 grams of carbs, 39 grams of fat, and 143 grams of protein. Is it annoying? Nah, it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, MyFitnessPal connects with my personal training app where the numbers are more accurate, so I'm not too concerned about that. But in order to accurately track your food, you should be using a food scale, which you can get pretty cheap on Amazon. So one of the great things about MyFitnessPal is that it allows you to scan the barcode of any item instead of having to look it up, and you can add your food item in. So I purposely left my food diary blank for today so that we could just fill it in together. So I pretty much eat the same foods every day because I already know it fits into my macros. I don't have to stress. So let's start off with breakfast. So I had an egg quiche in the flavor ham and cheese. I had protein oatmeal from the brand Kodiak Cakes in the flavor chocolate chip. I had some peanut butter energy bites, as well as a Premier protein shake. So when I add food, it shows you the specific macros. The default is usually the serving size. So if I look at a label of the energy bites, it says the serving size is 3 energy balls, which are approximately 54 grams. So let's say I'm full and I only eat 2 energy balls. How do I enter that? So one way would be to see if MyFitnessPal has the measurement option of using energy balls. So that way the macros would already be calculated for you, and all you'd have to do is put in 1 energy bite or 2 energy bites into the app. So if that isn't an option, you could whip out your food scale and measure 2 energy bites to the exact gram and input that in. Then MyFitnessPal would calculate the macros based on the amount of grams you put in. So MyFitnessPal allows users to make food profiles for things like homemade dishes or food from restaurants. So you could look up almost anything, or you could make your own. So the specific gram measurement is important when it comes to measuring things like pasta, rice, cereal, etc. Things where you could eyeball it, but you really want to know the specific measurement. So I could see a serving size of 54 grams and pour out a bowl of cereal and think that it was 54 grams, but when I measure it, it's actually 75 grams. So this becomes really important when you're cutting because you want to make sure that you're not overeating or getting an excess of calories. So there is a bunch of measurements on MyFitnessPal, even for liquids, and you can always convert in between them. So you can convert milligrams to grams, etc. So I'll leave a link down below to a conversion chart. So I made this mistake when I first started out, but when you scan an item, make sure you're adjusting the amount to how much you're actually eating. So if you're only eating 35 grams and the serving size is 100 grams, make sure you adjust so that your calories are accurate. So MyFitnessPal will also show you if you're over your caloric or your macro goal for the day, or if you're under. So they also make it pretty convenient to add repeat meals, especially if you're eating the same thing every single day. You can just copy meals from the previous day onto the current day, which is awesome. So things like sauces, syrups, dressings, etc. can be measured and inputted into MyFitnessPal. You don't even realize how much sugar is in a lot of these, and a lot of these things are probably what puts you in or out of a caloric deficit. So definitely measure those things. So on the app, it's pretty much the same, except you have the option to scan a barcode, and that will bring up the best match for your food item. So I've been using this app for years now. When I started counting my calories, I was definitely confused, and I was a beginner. I didn't know how to use it. So I hope this helps. I hope I covered everything. But if you do have any questions, leave them down below for me and I'll try to answer them. And if you got it this far in the video, comment a bunch of food emojis, okay? So I'll see you in the next video. Bye!